Oh, the religion debate. It's always been a fun topic. Um, if you go back and look at some of my previous videos, I've touched upon religion and I've touched upon my upbringing. Um, so I'm swinging from the other side of the fence as far as perspective on a Christian perspective of the world. So I tend to agree that the 10% make the 90% look bad. Um, it only takes 10% of the Bible thumpers or the people that force feed it when people aren't willing to listen or don't want to listen, and they're told that. That make the 90% of us who aren't like that look bad. Um, I happen to be in the more liberal thought process as far as religion is concerned, or spirituality in my case. I did not go to public school. I went to a privately funded Christian school that was backed by the Assemblies of God, which is a Presbyterian style church. Um, and the one thing I can say is I don't go to church. Um, the one thing that I was taught that I think probably affected me the most was the fact that I was told that your relationship with God or Christ, or you know, whatever way you swing spiritually, is faith based. It's a one-on-one relationship, just like marriage, with you and God or you and Christ. And so, what's the point of a church? Do I need someone to help me come to my own conclusions on interpreting, the Bible? No, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty capable of coming to my own conclusions on my own. I don't need a pastor or a reverend or a father or a priest telling me which way to go on religion. What I believe is what I've chosen to believe. And the 10% of the assholes that force feed the people that don't want to listen, that haven't asked about it or don't care, make the rest of us look bad. And places like churches, places, growing up in them, I don't see the need for churches. Yeah, okay, you find people of like minds, but how do you expand your interpretations? How do you expand your views? You take what you have been taught, you take what you have been shown, and apply real world to it. For example, most Christians that have the Bible drilled into their head will sit there and say that tattoos are bad, that piercings are bad, that beards are bad, that having a beer after work is bad, having smoking, all this other crap. They'll pull out Bible verses and passages to compensate for them. The one about tattoos is, do not make marks or tattoo the bodies of the dead, which is, if taken in context of the actual overall passage, is talking about an old pagan ritual done by the Babylonians. It's all relative. Everything's open to interpretation, and unfortunately, that's where personal beliefs come in. That's where personal views come in. It's how you want to interpret it. My interpretation is simple. If people ask about it, then I'll tell about it. But if people don't ask, I'm not going to force it on them. That is how Christianity is supposed to be. So things like creation science, in theory, you know, there's always going to be a theory. You know, the Big Bang Theory. Okay, you want to go back to the Big Bang Theory. It's still a theory. Can it be proven by 100% accuracy? No. Because the argument for Big Bang is that, you know, matter and antimatter collided, or something, you know, there was a spark and everything fell into place as it is now. Okay, so where did that Big Bang come from? What started that? Was it dark matter? Was it, you know, where did all this stuff come from then? Which leads to the questions of religion. You know, the same can be applied to, you know, what about God? You know, is he just a big mythological being that said, okay, make it so and it happened, you know, Picard style? Or, you know, there will always be that debate. It comes down to, do you have faith in man? Do you have faith in God? Do you have, you know, where do you place your faith? Where do you place your faith? Where do you place your trust? And to the churches that base things off you know, people's appearance, people's viewpoints, people's, you know, those type of extreme fringes of Christianity. I say, enjoy your time in hell, because you are not living the way that you've been commanded to, the way you've been asked to. And to those that don't believe, to those that find Christianity off-putting, I hope, you know, that you find religion off-putting in general. I hope that you guys come to the realization we're not all the same. We're not all the lunatic fringes like the Burlington Baptist Church or whatever the hell it is that, you know, does deplorable things in the name of God. Oh, the soldiers who are fighting for America are going to hell. Yeah. To those idiots, I say fuck you. Because the only people that I'm probably going to see burning in hell are you idiots with your misaligned interpretation of Christianity. It's all context. It's all up to individual choice. Now that applies to Islam, Judaism, any religion. It's all the same. It's not up to an imam, it's not up to a pastor, it's not up to a rabbi, it's not up to a monk. It's all up to the individual's interpretation. And unfortunately, like you said, Split Paw, the 10% make the 90% of any religion look bad. If it's Christianity, Islam, or Judaism, or any other minority religion. And that's too bad. Because just because you put your faith in something that's not human doesn't make it bad. Just some thoughts.